Hi, I'm Ronnie Garvin in Mountain Empire. This is your wrestling.
All right, wrestling fans, welcome to another action-packed edition of Southern States Wrestling. Getting you started here, joining the matchup underway as we've got a huge six-man tag team matchup to get you started off this week. Just like we promised you, you've got the Iron Cross, Jimmy, the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, and Ricky Morton, one half of the Rock and Roll Express. We had a quick pinfall right there, only got a 2 count. Iron Cross got Stan Lee in the ring and working over that arm. Stan Lee's tag team partners in this matchup, none other than the King of Kingsport, handsome Beau James, and Scott Sterling. So tremendous six-man tag right here for you this week. Plus we've got a big ladies tag team matchup coming up for you later on in today's program. Iron Cross now, and Stan Lee right there, hard shot right in the middle. Big shoulder block up and over his man. Stan Lee blocked that one. Iron Cross rather blocked that one and caught Stan Lee with a big hip toss. Caught Scott Sterling coming in as well. Iron Cross well in control. Got Stan Lee down for a cover. Oh, and Scott Sterling right there. Just kicks Stan Lee unintentionally and does it again a second time. Referee's counting, and Scott Sterling still putting a hurting on Stan Lee in this matchup. I tell you what, Scott Sterling, the best thing he can do is get out of the ring right now before he really hurts Stan. And Stan, yeah, he's not having it. Not happy at all with this. Now this tag team is kind of dissolving quickly here. These guys got to pull it back together. Beau James is talking to both of them as fast as he can on the ring apron. And I tell you what, they definitely need to be at a united effort because they are certainly got a tremendous team to face in the Iron Cross. WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant and Ricky Morton all on one side. I tell you what, great tag team action here for you this week. Southern States Wrestling fans, if you're watching us on television in Bluefield, West Virginia area, 3 o'clock, Hillsville, Virginia, 3 o'clock this afternoon, Carroll County Fair in Hillsville, 3 o'clock start time. So you got time to get over there to Hillsville. You got WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, the Iron Cross, Misty James, Rebecca Lynn, Precious Valiant, Beau James, Nate Diamond, Bulldog Mac, Scott Sterling, so many more this afternoon in Hillsville, Sunday, 3 o'clock at the Carroll County Fair in Hillsville, Virginia. And the wrestling is free with paid admission to the fair. So you don't have to pay anything extra to check out the great action and excitement as only Southern States Wrestling and All-Star Wrestling can bring you today in Hillsville, Virginia at the fair. Ricky Morton, one half of the world-famous Rock and Roll Express, has tagged into the matchup here, as well as the King of Kingsport, handsome Beau James, in the ring here. And I tell you what, these guys have squared off many a time before in many a place. As Beau James and Morton lock it up, collar and elbow, tie up. Beau James using his weight advantage. Put Morton back in the corner, but Morton knew he had to get out of there fast. He started throwing fists, and he got out of that corner real fast. There's the experience of Ricky Morton coming through right there. He knew he was in no man's land and had to get out of there fast. Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express, tremendous world-renowned legend, no question about that. Beau James and Morton lock up once again, collar and elbow. This time Morton takes Beau James back into his corner, and Morton goes to work on Beau James and caught Stan Lee right there with a hard shot right to the top of the head. Morton, Valiant, and Cross now all working over Beau James in the corner. Stan Lee thinks he's outsmarted Ricky Morton, Turn around, Stan. There you go. I tell you what. Oh, and Ricky Morton just tossed Beau James. I tell you what, both of them are down this point in time. Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express, handsome Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, and the Iron Cross well in control of this matchup at this point in time here in Southern States Wrestling. Fans, we're glad you're tuned in, turned on, and checking out Southern States Wrestling, no matter how you may be joining us all across this great world of ours, be it on broadcast television throughout Tennessee, West Virginia, or throughout the world on social media with YouTube and Facebook. We appreciate you being tuned in, checking us out. We appreciate hearing from you as well. Beau James now going to work on Ricky Morton. Couple of cheap shots. Oh, yeah. As he's got Morton in trouble now. Scott Sterling with a big forearm right there for good measure. As Morton now trying to get his way out of that corner, but Beau James relentless now, going to work on him. Looked like he raked the eyes there a couple times. I know he's thrown several closed fists. And now the boot of Stan Lee comes into play. Morton takes that boot right to the face. As Scott Sterling now comes in. And I tell you what, you talk about a guy that can make an impact and make it fast. Scott Sterling knows how to do some damage, as he has done a lot of damage over the years. He wasn't known as one of the cripplers for nothing, that's for sure. Him and Frank Parker. Scott Sterling now, he's got Morton across that top rope. Stan Lee now makes his way into the contest. Ricky Morton now, Irish whip across the far side. Stan Lee with a full head of steam, though. Morton was able to get out of the way. Oh, and Morton again, one of those trademark fists of his own. Stan caught him with a headbutt right there. Back and forth they go, and Ricky Morton back in no man's land. And, yeah, he's coming out of there as fast as he can. As he's got him back in the corner now. Irish whip again to the far side. Stan Lee comes across and misses at a tipped shoulder block. Got nothing but turnbuckle on that one. As the tag's been made, Scott Sterling and Iron Cross, both fresh men in the ring. Iron Cross now going to town, throwing those right hands. And now the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant's come in. Ricky Morton's come in. Things are breaking down fast here. All 6 men in the ring. 6-man tag. Here we go. Right to the middle. And everybody's down and everybody's getting pinned here. Here we go. No question about it. Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, the Iron Cross, and Ricky Morton are your winners of the opening contest this week on Southern States Wrestling. Fans, stay tuned. We've got lots more and a ladies tag team matchup coming up for you later today.
Hello everybody, my name is Dirty Dutch Mantell and Mountain Empire. This is your wrestling.
Hi everyone, it's your friend Misty James. I'm here to tell you it's never too early to protect your family with life insurance and have peace of mind for you and your loved ones. Funerals double in price every 10 years. Do you have the money or benefits needed? Your loved ones could be left with medical bills and other expenses. Protect them now. Call my friend Lance Dykes, independent agent in Tennessee and Virginia, who has common sense approach to life insurance with no pressure sales. He is someone who will listen to you and work for you. Affordable premiums that will never increase, no medical exam, no decrease in coverage, and the policy cannot be canceled as long as you pay your premium. Top insurance carriers. Call Lance today and protect your family.
There is a place where getting away from it all means getting closer. Where being unplugged means you reconnect. Where time flies when you're flying too. Where you're never too old for bedtime stories. Where what you discover around the next bend is each other. A place where there truly is something for everybody. Find your wild and wonderful in West Virginia. Visit gotowv.com.
Calvary Baptist Church, 1238 Pine Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. Regular schedule of services: Sunday, 9:15 a.m. for Bible study fellowship class for all ages. 10:30 a.m. worship. 6 p.m. blast for children, wake for youth. Sunday night life for adults. Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. children and youth activities. 3D Bible study for adults.
If you are part of a non-profit organization, listen to this. You now have the opportunity to bring the wrestling TV stars to your town and make money for your group. Over the past 2 decades, Southern States Wrestling has helped raise money for church groups, schools, ball teams, volunteer fire departments, children's hospitals, Ronald McDonald House, scout troops, and many more. Our staff is waiting to hear from you and get started on what could be your biggest fundraiser to date. Southern States Wrestling and your group are the perfect tag team to raise the funds you need.
The TV stars of the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour are coming to a town near you. WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy Valiant invites you out Sunday, September 13th, noon to 4 p.m. Boogie's Wrestling Camp graduation for 2015. Sunday, September 13th, Boogie's Wrestling Camp in Shawsville, Virginia. Saturday night, September the 5th, Bluefield, West Virginia, Auditorium and Youth Center. Southern States Champion Rex Atkins, Beau James, Scott Sterling, Krunch, and Ladies Champion Misty James all will be in Bluefield. Friday night, September the 4th, Russell County Fair, Castlewood, Virginia. It's an all-star card with the Iron Cross, Stan Lee, Ladies Champion Misty James, Bulldog Mac, and many more. Bluegrass Championship Wrestling presents a big night of action at the high school in Buckhorn, Kentucky. John Noble, Eddie Browning, Earl Fields, Beau James, and a lot more in action. A huge all-star card, Sunday, August 30th, 3 p.m., Carroll County Fair, Hillsville, Virginia. WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy Valiant will be there. Nate Diamond, Bulldog Mac, Scott Sterling, Beau James, Ladies Champion Misty James, Rebecca Lynn, and many others. Admission is free with paid admission to the Carroll County Fair. TV stars are coming to a town near you. Don't miss the action. Be there.
Equalizer Krunch, one half of the Death Riders, a Southern States Wrestling mainstay for many years. Krunch was the first and a 2-time Southern States heavyweight champion. He feuded with the Russian Bear Ivan Koloff. Krunch, along with Chick White, are 5 times Southern States Tag Team Champions, and Krunch is the current Street Fight Champion. Like him or not, tough as they come, what he lacks in wrestling knowledge, he makes up in just plain old fighting. This is Equalizer Krunch.
If you're having trouble This is Acts of Demolition. You're watching Southern States Wrestling. Mountain Empire, this is your wrestling.
Singing country music. That's what I've always dreamt of doing as a young boy. Growing up in South Carolina, it was out of the ordinary to dream such a dream. I moved to Nashville to get a record deal, and I didn't really know what I was doing. My faith was really tested. I wrote this song called Long Black Train. When I laid the pen down, I said, nobody's ever going to want to hear this.
Attention Mountain Empire. Do you have a business, website, products, or an event to promote? Let us help you reach the masses with TV and internet ads. For just a few dollars a week, we offer commercial spots on Southern States Wrestling, reaching over 150,000 homes in the Mountain Empire and the world with YouTube. Don't wait. Jump on this opportunity now to reach a large audience for an affordable price. Email sswking@aol.com for all the info. Advertising packages you cannot afford to pass up.
This Southern States Wrestling program is brought to you in part by Lance Dykes Life Insurance. Lance is an independent agent in Tennessee and Virginia. It's never too late to protect your family and set up a no-pressure appointment. Lance will be happy to meet with you and work with you on policies that fit any budget. With final expense, whole life, and term insurance, Lance provides insurance for top-name carriers. It's never too late. Protect your family now. Contact Lance Dykes Life Insurance. The TV stars of the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour are coming to a town near you. WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy Valiant invites you out Sunday, September 13th, noon to 4 p.m. Boogie's Wrestling Camp graduation for 2015. Sunday, September 13th, Boogie's Wrestling Camp in Shawsville, Virginia. Saturday night, September the 5th, Bluefield, West Virginia, Auditorium and Youth Center. Southern States Champion Rex Atkins, Beau James, Scott Sterling, Krunch, and Ladies Champion Misty James all will be in Bluefield. Friday night, September the 4th, Russell County Fair, Castlewood, Virginia. It's an all-star card with the Iron Cross, Stan Lee, Ladies Champion Misty James, Bulldog Mac, and many more. Bluegrass Championship Wrestling presents a big night of action at the high school in Buckhorn, Kentucky. John Noble, Eddie Browning, Earl Fields, Beau James, and a lot more in action. A huge all-star card, Sunday, August 30th, 3 p.m. Carroll County Fair, Hillsville, Virginia. WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy Valiant will be there. Nate Diamond, Bulldog Mac, Scott Sterling, Beau James, Ladies Champion Misty James, Rebecca Lynn, and many others. Admission is free with paid admission to the Carroll County Fair. TV stars are coming to a town near you. Don't miss the action. Be there.
And their opponents, from Gay City, Virginia, Misty James and Samantha Starr. This match is tag team.
The bell's underway. This matchup underway. Tag team ladies matchup here This week with Southern States Wrestling, we got Samantha Starr going to work right away on the arm of Rebecca Lynn in this contest. I tell you what, fans, great addition. Tag team matchup here as Samantha Starr in control of Rebecca Lynn, and now Rebecca reverses the situation, has Samantha under control, at least for the moment. Fans, want to remind you this afternoon, Sunday, August the 30th, 3 o'clock. If you're watching us on television in Bluefield, West Virginia, throughout that area, 3 o'clock this afternoon, Hillsville, Virginia, Carroll County Fair. Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, Iron Cross, Misty James, Rebecca Lynn, some of the ladies you're seeing in action right now. All this afternoon, 3 o'clock, Carroll County Fair, Hillsville, Virginia. You want to be sure to join us for that. Samantha Starr, big side headlock takeover there on Rebecca Lynn as she's got her grounded, at least for the moment, as we've got 4 tremendous ladies wrestlers in this matchup here. There's no telling what's going to happen in this great event. Fans, we're glad you're checking it out. Be sure to check out Friday night, September the 4th, Russell County Fairgrounds. You've got a huge event coming up Friday night, September 4th, Russell County Fairgrounds. It's going to be a big night of wrestling. And Bluefield, West Virginia, Saturday, September the 5th. You want to be sure to join us, Bluefield, on Saturday, September the 5th. Great Southern States Wrestling coming live to a town near you. You want to be a part of it. You can meet the wrestlers, get autographs, get pictures, and have a great time. The whole family can enjoy with Southern States Wrestling. Samantha Starr continuing to control Rebecca Lynn down on the canvas. They're making their way back up to a vertical base. She is holding on to that side headlock position right there. Making her way over, makes the tag. Here comes Misty James into the ring, as these two ladies have certainly battled each other plenty. Misty James, Rebecca Lynn, and now Samantha Starr and Misty working great as a tag team here. In for a cover, but Rebecca was able to get a shoulder up with a 2 count only. I tell you what, Misty James, Rebecca Lynn, these girls have battled all over, fight for that Southern States Wrestling Ladies Championship. They've traded it back and forth a couple of times, and tremendous matches. Needless to say, these two ladies, Misty's got a cover and got a 2 count only. And I tell you what, Kacee Carlisle, who you see on the right-hand side of your screen, her and Misty James, of course, no strangers to each other. They have battled all over the United States for various different promotions. And I tell you what, you talk about some great matches. These ladies, they put it all out there, no question about it, as they're all tremendous competitors. We're glad to have them here in Southern States Wrestling. Rebecca Lynn, a couple of elbows right there, as Misty James looks like she might have got poked in the eyeball. Not that Rebecca would ever do that, but she sure saw Kacee Carlisle coming right there. Caught her with a second big hip toss, as Misty James can certainly see Kacee coming at her. Got her with that arm drag right there and got her grounded down on the canvas, at least for the moment, as Misty James, the queen of Kingsport, and your Southern States Wrestling Ladies Champion, in control of the action. Coming to you, Kacee Carlisle got her grounded and got her under control. Fans, want to take just a moment and thank one of our great sponsors here with Southern States Wrestling, Lance Dykes. Lance Dykes Insurance. He is an independent agent. He deals with only the top carriers. He is the man to see in Tennessee or Virginia for your final expense, whole life, or term life insurance. Lance Dykes, great guy. Great sponsor of Southern States Wrestling. We appreciate him. Fans, you want to be sure to get in touch with Lance and let him take care of your insurance needs. You don't want to be that person that leaves a bunch of bills behind for your family to have to take care of when you're gone. Lance can help you put a plan in place and keep things very affordable to make sure that's not the situation you leave your family in. Oh, big hair pull right there. Kacee Carlisle reversing things on Misty James. Certainly did have a big handful of hair. But I tell you what, Kacee Carlisle, she is a double tough competitor. And you got to give credit where credit is due, as she's got Misty James grounded on that mat, at least for the moment. But Misty coming right back up. She's country strong. And again, Carlisle with a handful of hair, as she once again was able to put Misty back on the canvas. And you got to, certainly don't condone those tactics. But Kacee Carlisle, you can't deny, is a tremendous competitor. No question about that. And Rebecca Lynn going right back in. Series of kicks. And now with a blatant chokehold. These girls have come for a fight tonight. No question about that. As Rebecca right there, vicious with that chop. As Misty spun around right there. I tell you what. Rebecca Lynn better be ready because she can dish it out. But we're about to see how much of it she can take. Because I guarantee you, Misty's going to fire back. There you go right there. As Misty James now opening up with a series of chops of her own on Rebecca Lynn. Catches her with a big hip toss. And in for a cover. Referee's in and got a 2 count only. Kacee Carlisle, of course, interjected herself. She looked like she caught Misty with a shot right to the back of the head. That was a double axe handle blow right there by Rebecca Lynn, as Misty now is in trouble. As Samantha Starr now making her way into the ring, but that allows Kacee Carlisle to choke Misty across that bottom rope. I tell you what, Kacee Carlisle, Rebecca Lynn working like a fine-tuned machine here this week on Southern States Wrestling, as they have got things well under control, at least for the moment. We know how fast things can change, because they certainly do. Bluefield, West Virginia, Saturday, September the 5th. You want to be sure to join us. Castlewood, Virginia, that Friday night, September the 4th. Hillsville, Virginia, 3 o'clock today. You want to get over to Hillsville, Virginia, Carroll County Fair this afternoon, Sunday, August the 30th, 3 o'clock. Hall of Famer, Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, Iron Cross, and so much more. Rebecca Lynn with a big elbow right there, caught Misty James coming off that rope. And I tell you what, Rebecca Lynn and Kacee Carlisle well in control of this ladies tag team matchup being brought to you here this week on Southern States Wrestling, fans. We appreciate hearing from you. Send us an email, contact us through Facebook, and let us know what you think of the action. Rebecca Lynn still in control, brings Kacee Carlisle back in for the tag, as they've got Misty in a lot of trouble here. And Kacee right there with a leg drop, and once again moving right back in on that chokehold. She is going to town with that choke, as Misty is in trouble. I tell you what, Kacee Carlisle, she is a vicious, vicious competitor at times. That lady, she looks so sweet and innocent sometimes, but I tell you what, you cut her loose in a wrestling ring, and she will do some damage and do it fast, and doesn't necessarily care to abide by the rules either. Oh, she just spat at Samantha Starr right there. Samantha Starr now coming in complaining to the referee, but the referee's tied up, and of course that allows Rebecca Lynn to break the rules as she's choking Misty James across that top rope. As the referee now makes his way over, but the damage is already done, as Rebecca Lynn continuing to put the boots to Misty James. I tell you what, fans, Rebecca Lynn, Misty James both will be at the Carroll County Fair in Hillsville, Virginia this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Fans, you want to make your way over. Precious Valiant will be there. The Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, the Iron Cross. So many more. Scott Sterling, Bulldog Mac, Nate Diamond, Beau James. Great card this afternoon, Sunday, August the 30th, Hillsville, Virginia. And, of course, Friday night, September 4th, Russell County Fairgrounds. We're coming to see you on Friday, September the 4th. And, of course, September the 5th, Bluefield, West Virginia. Misty James right there. She is doling out some clotheslines, as Misty now has been able to turn things around. Fans, we are running out of time very rapidly. We've got well less than a minute, only a few seconds left now in this week's edition of Southern States Wrestling, fans. I tell you what, be sure to join us next week. Time is running out. Be sure to join us next week for more Southern States Wrestling. We'll see you next week.